Atlanta's Inspiration Station, Praise 102.5. KD Bowe Show. In the studio with that dude, man. First of all, you were always a great interview.
Really?
Big personality, and you my boy.
I'm chilling today, though. KD, what it do, fam? What it do? ATL, what's up, y'all?
Hey, man, so Deitrick Haddon are you still D Hattie? You Deitrick Haddon, what are you?
Whatever the Saints want me to be.
I mean, people
just
call
me
names
DD,
like DD, okay.
Hattie. Family and friends only call me DD now.
Okay.
You got to be from way back when.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Call me Deitrick, call me Pastor Deitrick, whatever you want me to be. I'm cool with it.
So I was looking online and I saw that you got Queen Pastor now.
Oh!
Tell me about it.
Oh! She's a pastor now.
Yeah,
First
man.
Lady Dominique. She has been elevated. It's elevation season for her. She's an executive pastor of the church, and she's been operating in that office since day one.
A real professional when you said it too. She's the executive pastor. Of the church.
You can see how the preacher came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's been doing it, man. She holds the church down. I mean, our church is not a big church. Our church is 3 years old, but she runs it like a mega church. You would think it's new birth or something, you know?
Yeah.
But she does well. So I just thought it's just a perfect natural progression after 3 years of serving, and just make her the executive pastor. And that gives her a certain level of respect. You know, with titles, people respect, you more. So I thought it was important. That was important. And so they won't just see her as first lady, you know. No, she's an executive pastor. Let's respect and honor that.
Do you still
amen,
love
amen.
pastoring?
I love it, man. I love seeing people go from one place to the next and reaching their destiny. That I live for that, to be honest with you, man. That's been my whole thing since day one, even through my music. I just want to inspire people. So pastoring is a natural progression for me. I always got something to say. I always got to tell somebody something. I'm strong. I have strong opinions about everything.
Right.
So every Sunday I get to get up and say, I think that the folk need to do this. The folk need to shut up.
Right.
And the saints be, yes, preach, pastor. So I get it, that's all me, man. So it's all me.
Do you think you could do that you love, reaching people, et cetera, without pastoring? Because I know, hey, man, you've been singing for a very long time. So,
Yeah.
And I know you love singing, or do you? Am I wrong? Are you faking it?
No, that's my love too.
Okay.
All of that is me. I think, yes, pastoring is my calling, KD. Singing is my gift. Singing and entertaining is my gift. It's two different things.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people like to operate in their gift and neglect their calling. And then God is not pleased with that. See, the calling brings God's favor on your life. The gift makes room for you and bring you before great men. That's why you got a lot of people that operate in their calling. They're anointed, but they don't operate in their gifts, so they broke. They busted, they disgusted, they frustrated. But you're anointed, you're preaching, but you're broke because you're not flowing in your gift. He said your gifts will make room for you. Gifts will make rooms with an S if you manage it right. So that's very important. And you have people that operate in their gifts and neglect what God wants to do in their lives. So they're got all the money, but what does it profit a man to gain the world and you're losing your soul because you're not on your assignment? You still feel empty. You got all this money, but you're empty because you're not fulfilling purpose.
Man, that's good.
So pastoring actually helps me to feel full. On Sundays when I'm done, I'm like, can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm going to take my horse to the old town,
Come on, Dad.
No, I feel like satisfied, full, like my purpose is fulfilled. I'm not only just singing the gospel, I'm teaching the gospel, I'm preaching it, and all of it is to inspire people and to push people into where they're called to be.
Do you see, in the studio with Deitrick Haddon, do you make the correlation, in your opinion, between gospel, servant, and I'm not gonna say broke. I'm definitely not gonna say poor, but I'm gonna say, not a lot of money.
For years, we've retreated to the four walls of the church, and we've allowed ourselves to go broke when God never asked you to do that. He always called us to go out to the marketplace. When the Holy Spirit first came on the day of Pentecost, it filled the room, touched the people, then it went straight out the room, and 5,000 people were added to the church. We stayed in the room when the Holy Spirit left out of the room, right?
That's a pastor on you, I can tell, because you got a little
it's
extra,
on me,
you got a little extra seasoning on you today. That's some good stuff. But a lot of people do. You understand that?
Frustrated.
A lot of companies, a lot of organizations, when they look at gospel, when they think about gospel, they don't think of it as an asset. They think of it as something that they can pour their philanthropy into.
No, we got to change that narrative. We have to change.
Why can't I have that real conversation? Because I feel like the gospel music genre, the believers, as it were,
right,
in the black culture, need a rebranding.
Then that's what needs to happen now.
And we haven't had that, right?
It needs to happen now.
So what does that look like, though?
It looks like making movies. It looks like making books. It looks like...
Come on, segue!
It looks like Sins of the Father. That's what it looks like. It looks like more movies. It looks like books. It looks like companies, businesses, entrepreneurs. And we're not just one-dimensional. I was watching, somebody was saying something online talking about you should just compartmentalize and, you should just do one thing at a time. I don't believe in that. I really don't. If I did one thing at a time, I would be broke.
Wow.
And I refuse to be broke.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I believe in using all the gifts that God has given you. I wrote some songs on Usher's record.
Did you really?
3 songs, yeah.
On his new joint?
On the Usher A record.
Really?
I wrote that You Decide. Check it out.
Oh, you talking about before?
On this new one, the Usher A with Zay Tovin, me and Zay.
The one that's coming out?
The one that's out right now.
The one that just came out?
Yes.
Okay.
Crazy. It's the hottest record out right now.
So you rich.
I don't know about that, but I got a check the other day.
Yeah, Lord. Come on.
And you know what? Somebody was saying something online like, y'all need to do one thing at a time, master that. And I was saying to myself, I looked at that check and said, I don't agree with you, sir. Because here's a check that don't have nothing to do with gospel, nothing to do with the church. It comes from my gift.
Hey, Deitrick, you are doing one thing at a time, though. Think about it. And I think that we need to change up our mindsets. Because a lot of us, when we talk about, and shout out to David Shands, because he helped me with this, that when we talk about multiple streams of income, we think that we have to do 4 or 5, and some people biblically, 7 different things.
Right.
Nah, you need to do one thing well that has 7 different or 6 different components or branches. Like mine is communication, but I own a production company.
Boom.
Okay, I do hosting.
Boom.
Okay, I have Man Up, which encourages communication, my radio show.
It all flows
in
one vein,
but it's
multiple streams.
Yes. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But some people have multiple gifts. And you can't be reserved about using those gifts.
How you figure? Tell me that.
Oh, multiple gifts. There are people that can act, sing, preach, do it all.
I would think that's under the same kind of category.
No, it's different. When you're pastoring, that's church. When you're acting, that's
I got you.
That world.
I got you.
Singing, that's that world.
Right.
But it's all about organizing and compartmentalizing and scheduling. You can do all of it at the same time if you just organize and manage it. That's it.
All right, man. Sins of the Father. It's going to be on TV One, July 7th, 8 p.m.
Yes.
Encore is going to be on at 10, because you know how we like to see stuff twice. Tell me about it, man. Sins of the Father. I know, of course, you did your own movie. Did you produce that movie, the first movie?
Blessed and Cursed.
Blessed and Cursed.
And A Beautiful Soul, yeah.
You produced that, right?
Yes, sir.
So now, did you produce this one, or did they bring you on board to star in it?
I'm just starring in it. I ain't got nothing to do with directing or producing.
You like it better, or which one you like better?
I always like my stuff better.
Okay, all right.
But this is a hot movie. It's a hot film.
What drew you to it?
The character, man, is real. It really happened, first of all.
Okay.
This is true stuff.
Based on?
They did it inspired by their true crime series on TV One. So their top-rated episodes, they made movies out of them. So they're like the real stuff that went down, they just flipped it and made a film out of it.
Okay.
And so they asked me to play this preacher who did some crazy stuff to some people, man, and damaged a whole lot of people. I couldn't believe they asked me to do it, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, really? They asked me to do this? First, I said, there's no way in the world I can do this, because I'm a pastor in L.A., and I don't want people, church folk don't know how to differentiate reality from, the movies, the big screen.
Yeah, I mean,
some church folk, a whole lot of us.
Yeah.
Because they'll look at that and say, you're doing that? And they'll judge your personal walk based on what you're doing in the film.
Right.
So that was my first reservation. But, my assignment always overrides my fear of anything.
Yeah, I like that. So when you're thinking about doing the whole acting piece,
yeah,
you ain't always keeping it near the cross. Like,
right.
What do you take? Are you like a method actor, or do you or what? Do you become that person for a minute?
Oh yes.
Really?
And it was easy for me to do this character because I just channeled my biological father. It was pretty much, the character is really my biological father.
Okay,
my father didn't kill nobody, but
but
he was a womanizer. He had all these gifts to sing and preach you up under a pew. But
why do you say your biological father?
Oh, my biological father is Gerald Troop. His name is Gerald Troop. My stepfather's Bishop Haddon. He raised me since I was 2. Since I could say daddy, it was him.
So I never knew
yes,
that, though.
so me and my brother, we changed our name to Haddon because we were known all over the country as the Haddon Boys. But in school, we were the Troop Boys.
Wait a
So
minute.
when we got of age, we changed our name to just Haddon. So it's Deitrick and Gerald Haddon. Pastor Gerald Haddon. He's a pastor now here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Shout out to Breathe Church.
It's called Breathe?
Breathe Church, yeah.
Yes, Lord. I want to breathe, brother.
Yeah, come on now.
I didn't know. Okay, that's amazing. That I don't want to go down that road.
So I just went to the dark side in my mind, and I've always had.
Is it tough for your wife to experience the dark side, or do you just stay out the house for a minute?
No, actually, I was away when I did the film. We came here to Atlanta, so I just channeled and focused there.
Okay.
She came with me, me and my kids, all my kids, at the hotel. We stayed at the 12 Hotel in Atlantic Station for 2 or 3 weeks.
Wow.
And every morning I would get up and just zone out, and just really get into the backstory of the character. And I channeled. There were good elements about this preacher. I channeled Bishop Haddon. And there were some bad elements about this preacher. I channeled my biological father. So it was really easy. And when I would be on the set, they would clap like, "Oh my God!"
Really?
Yeah, because it was easy for me. It was really easy.
I'm curious
We all got a dark side, KD. Stop playing.
Oh, I know I got a dark side. We just ain't gonna talk about it right here. But let me dig into that just a little bit, man. Because what did you learn about your biological father through this process that you would not have known outside of this process of channeling him?
He started out good. We all start good. And you tap into other things. See, we always look at the effect, but we never look at the cause.
Okay, take me there.
The cause of why somebody did whatever they did.
Sure.
And so in this movie, you get to see the cause and the effect. But we as church people, we always judge the effect, but we never look at the cause. So I learned a whole lot about my dad. He went AWOL. They gave him some Agent Orange. You know anything about that?
Yeah, man.
Went crazy.
Wow.
Was dealing with the whole, what they call it,
PTSD.
TSD. And my mother fell in love with him during that season. Out of all the seasons of his life,
save him probably, huh?
Exactly,
Wow.
exactly. But she found out she couldn't save him, and that's what happened. But it still don't change the fact that you did those things and you're capable of doing those things.
Yeah.
It still don't give you a right to put your hands on a woman and beat a woman. It does not.
Oh, he was all the way over there.
No, yeah, he was all the way over there. Yeah.
Did you get any kind of, just one more question about this and we move on to something else, but did you get any level of understanding to the point of maybe if I would have known it like this, I wouldn't have, or maybe if I would have known it like this, I would have?
Absolutely. My mother only gave us her perspective for years.
Take me
and that's
there.
what women do. They don't like to tell the truth about
some women.
Most women.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
They only want to give you their side of the story.
But that's humanity, though. We all tend to do that.
There's 3 sides. Your side, her side, and the truth.
And the truth. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, man, I was able to confront all of it. And it was therapy for me, man. Really, it really was doing this film. It was
Did you reach out to him, or is he still with us? Or
no, he's gone, man. Okay. I've outlived him. He died at 42. Okay. I'm 46.
Come on. We the same age?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know we were the same age.
Just turned 46.
Good for you, man. That's what's up.
Don't tell nobody my age, y'all.
Right. How about that?
That's only for Atlanta, the whole city of Atlanta. That's just for y'all.
So I'm really proud of you and the fact that you don't allow the naysayers and the people are always gonna talk. So when you did Preachers of L.A.,
they ran us down, Doc.
And they beat y'all down, but you never quit though. That's one thing I loved about you is that you didn't stop, because I believe that the rebranding of the gospel genre, as it were, means that we do some things outside of the box.
You got to.
That some people would say, hey, that ain't necessarily. Yes. I mean, but the thing is, I just think if you want different results, you got to do some different things. And that don't mean you got to be compromising and worldly and carnal, but sometimes that got to be redefined, but don't get me started on that. That's a whole different situation.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
I just got to be like Jesus at the end of the day. He was there for the people. He loved the people. His assignment was the people. He was not afraid of sin. He came to save us from sin. Sin actually gave Jesus purpose.
Mm.
Ain't that deep?
Super deep.
It gave him purpose. He came for the purpose to eradicate sin. So wherever there was sin, it gave him purpose. So he was not intimidated by it. He was not ashamed of it. He would deal with it. He would love people. And sin actually drew Jesus to the individual, not away. So once we do that, once we just get that element in there, we'll become more relevant to the culture as believers. For some reason, down through the years, it became something else. And it made us disconnect from people that really needed us.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I like doing movies like Sins of the Father. It allows me to connect with people who wouldn't come to church and wouldn't step foot into a church right now, especially now.
Right.
You know, nobody in church is like, you know. Yeah. But this gives me the opportunity to get out there and start the conversations and meet people where they are and just be a regular person, you know?
Yeah.
And that's my goal, man. That is it.
All right, so Sins of the Father is going to be next Sunday, July 7th, 8 p.m. On TV One. I'm looking forward to checking it out. A couple of rapid-fire questions for you real quick, man, and we're going to get out of here. Guilty pleasures.
Oh, just a whole lot of candy.
Man, which ones?
All of it, man. All of it. I'm into the C's candy now.
C's?
Yes. The candy to chocolate company. C's candy.
Oh.
It's good stuff.
I'm
man.
candy. I ain't like chocolate. Like I'm.
Oh, you like
my
the
thing
chews.
Now laters.
Oh, yes.
You know, those soft now laters.
Yes.
Man, I kill a whole bag.
Anything sweet though for me. that's my thing.
I gotta watch it.
I always listen. I'm on top of my teeth to make sure they ain't rotten. But
right.
I love sweets, man.
If not singing, if not pastoring, what?
Oh, I could be somebody's lawyer, man.
Really?
I know how to talk and get somebody out of something. That's pretty
much
in
another life you could do that?
Oh yeah, man. That's pretty much what preachers do. We talk you out of it. We talk the crowd out of something.
Okay.
So that's a gift. And so maybe that, or, you know, maybe managing somebody. Maybe I would get a couple of wrestlers and manage them.
Wrestlers?
Yeah, WWE
Why
wrestlers.
did I think that wasn't coming out your mouth?
Yes.
Wrestlers?
Yes, I'm a WWE fan, man. But I would, not just artists. I mean, not just singers. I would manage other stuff.
Uh-huh.
You know, somebody with their business, some big brand, something, you know, help them stay on track.
So are you in your dream house now?
Oh, no.
Okay, so yeah, okay.
I'm on my way, Doc.
I'm gonna have to stop with this one, but because I could talk all day long on this one. So your dream house, like what's it gonna look like? What is it gonna have inside of it? Like for me,
dream house?
I know I'm gonna have solar panels everywhere. You know,
man, I'm gonna have a bat cave, literally.
A bat like
Batman.
So you gotta get a Batmobile.
You won't even know when I'm pulling in. I'm pulling down underneath the house.
Really?
And I got my whole office down
How many
there.
acres?
Then I come, man, it's got to be like 40 acres and a mule, Doc.
40 acres?
Yeah, it's got to be big.
That's like Disney
Then
World.
I'm going up an elevator, man, to get to my master bedroom. You won't even know I'm home.
Really?
Then I'm going over there to my state-of-the-art recording studio, right? You can look through the window and see my studio right there from my bed. Oh, yeah. Then you got this big old wall that's a screen where it takes me all over the world. I may wake up in Paris. I may wake up in Italy off the water.
Oh, so like an LED wall.
LED wall, yeah, in the room. Yeah. My imagination go crazy.
You messing me up right now, 'cause that's some good stuff.
Give me a good. I'm not gonna put a time limit on. To be honest with you, I'm on my way though.
Hey, just build
y'all
it
go
slow.
and watch Sins of the Father. I'm on my way.
Right? How about that? Yeah, hey man, build it slow. You know that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I'm
Give me
on my
about
way.
20 acres, and I'm gonna just start building slow.
But Atlanta's where you do it, man.
You know I already had that.
These houses here, Doc, is crazy.
Oh yeah. Sins of the Father. I don't want to get too far off. Sins of the Father. I'm proud of you, man. I really
Thanks,
am.
bro. Proud of you too.
I'm just glad that you don't quit, that you keep it moving.
No.
You got any more kids coming, sir?
No, I'm done, man. No more poop on my hands.
You don't know what God is going to do.
Oh, he ain't doing that. He promised me he wouldn't do it again.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Did he promise? That's hilarious.
He promised he wouldn't do it again.
Deitrick Haddon. Oh, new song, man. Come on, let's talk about it real quick.
Open door season. That's the season you're in. That's the season I'm in. God has opened supernatural doors. He's opening supernatural doors for us right now. Just got to walk on through it with boldness and authority. And so that's where I am, and so I'm singing about it.
you speak prophetically, and you got an amazing gift on your life. Just one final thing, and that's gonna be it. Speak to me.
What I would tell you, man, I would tell you is that this is a season where you're going to defy gravity. You were born to defy gravity. And there's always an enemy that want to make you settle. When you called to higher heights, God has called you to higher things. And but God said you're going to defy gravity in this season. You're gonna do what others in your family did not do. You're going to accomplish even more. God said begin to just go and imagine. Keep going. You have a great imagination. Keep tapping into that.
Yeah.
You're going to start seeing more of that come be made manifested as the times go. I would say within the next 3 years, man, it's a whole nother dimension of where God has taken you in your business, your personal business, in your career, in your home. We talked about your home. All of that is shifting. It's starting to shift to the next level. God said, don't be afraid of heights because you were born for heights. There's some people, some people were born for it. You were made for it. That's why your voice must be heard. That's why it's been heard. But God said there's a higher height for you. Don't be afraid to take it.
My man.
Yep.
Indeed. And I know there's a lot of people grabbed my word, but that wasn't for you. That was me. It was for you. You grab it if you want to. Deitrick, love you, man.
Yes, sir, man. Always.
Praise.